there's dirt on my hands.
Hello YouTube, Boss Rino. Welcome to my channel sa top 5 inexplicable videos that will make you shiver 5 part 7. Ito ay darkest secret, kaya ito ay paborito natin. At excited na ako. Try natin to kasi uulan, baka hindi tayo umabot sa sa matapos to at umingay na yung bubong. So ito, try natin bago pa tirahin ng iba.
Part 7. Number 5.
Mamaya mag-shoutout tayo Number
It
5.
is not a novelty that the Magnolia Hotel, located in the city of Dallas, is an imposing structure that at some point became the tallest building in the city.
Grabe, luma-luma
But
na
it
yung
is
building.
also famous for numerous rumors which say that in this establishment, phenomena are manifested that at first glance have no explanation. Many say that they are just stories without proof, or that they are outright lies. But Alex, a subscriber of the channel, sent me footage that proves the opposite. Pay attention.
Wow, ano yan? Gumugulong? Oh, shit. Ano yung nailaw na yun? Mga bola, no? Lumang-luma kasi yung bahay. Parang ano? Lumang-luma kasi yung bahay. Black and white pa eh.
Clearly, the most evident thing is the ball that for no apparent reason manages to move. But it was not the only thing that happened. There are many manifestations that are seen in this image. For example,
may anino din.
the lights that are observed on the side of the ball. A strange shadow also appears when the ball stops,
Yun, no?
to which is added a small subtlety that occurs in one of the dresses that are in the corner.
Oh, gumalaw
Did
din
you notice
yun.
any of them?
Tangin. Grabe ang ano dito. Grabe paramdam sa bahay na to. Black and white kasi. Luman-luma eh. Sobrang kalumaan nung panahon na yan. Hindi pa uso pintura, kaya puro black and white.
Clips obtained from a security camera which give credibility to the stories that are woven around this already mythical building.
Pero kasi, kahit luman-luma na to, uso na CCTV nun.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Stefan Solano was a subscriber who sent me the video that you will see below. From Táchira, Venezuela, he tells me in his email that one afternoon when a friend was testing his new camera, he accidentally caught something that clearly appears to be an extremely disturbing manifestation. Pay attention.
Mira el desorden de Ángela aquí en esta mierda, ¿verdad?
Wow! Tangina, may lumakad.
Did you notice it? Clearly, you can see how something crosses in the background.
Oo nga, tangina, grabe.
A sort of whitish fabric that seems to have a human shape. When replaying the video, Stefan believed that it was an error in the image.
Yari.
But since the camera was new, that thought was completely ruled out. The boys were filming a mess that an animal had left in their house. One of them brings a container full of ants closer to the camera, which was the purpose of filming, not to capture something paranormal. Both he and the friend who appears on the screen still do not know how to explain what the camera captured. Is it a ghost? Leave it in the comments.
Tangan ng ghost yan. Ano yan eh, para siyang nakapangkasal, naka-wedding gown, no? Baka may namatay dyan na bago ikasal, no? Takot.
Number 3.
Sige, magtakotan pa tayo. Gusto naman natin yan eh.
In different countries of South America and the Caribbean, the image of the shaman has always been present, a witch to whom people go to solve any spiritual problem. But on occasions, they have also intervened in the elimination of evil spirits from houses, something that most people question. Something that usually remains as a legend, and people tend to look at others as ignorant if they believe in this kind of thing. However, thanks to the footage sent by Mijael, a subscriber of the channel, this could be more than simple myths. Watch.
Gagawa nito.
¿Qué quieres acá? ¿Qué quieres? Dime qué quieres. ¿Qué se te perdió? ¿Nos quieres hacer daño? ¿Nos quieres hacer más daño? Mira de nuevo. Lárgate. Lárgate, te he dicho.
Oh, puta, lumalaki ang anino.
Te ordeno que te vayas de mi casa.
Oh!
Te ordeno que te vayas de mi casa.
¡Uy, qué fue! Creo que se va y se viene, ¿ah?
Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado.
O para que no me digas que no hay fantasmas en mi casa.
Danos hoy el pan de cada día. Perdona nuestras ofensas.
Es un duende.
Perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. Y no nos dejes caer en tentación y líbranos de todo mal. Amén.
Grabe, ano kaya yan?
¿Qué
Totoo
quieres?
talaga, may kakaiba talaga dito sa atin, no? Boom! Tangina, sinipa! Boom! Ba't mo sinipa?
Ven. ¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué quieres?
Wala, sinipa. Ganun lang pala magpaalis ng multo, sisipain mo. Ganun lang kasimple pala yun.
Mi casa, ¿qué mierda quieres? ¿Qué quieres? ¿Qué quieres? Dime qué es lo que quieres.
Aba, hindi pa rin tumigil, no?
En el nombre de nuestro Señor Jesucristo te ordeno que te vayas de mi casa, te ordeno que te vayas a donde perteneces. Lárgate.
Larga.
Ven a mi casa.
Alis daw, alis. Grabe yun.
What you are seeing is not a camera error. It is not the shadow of anyone present. That thing changes its size at its own will. The boy who recorded had been perceiving strange things in his home for days, and therefore, almost even as a joke, wanted to call a spiritualist, medium, shaman, whatever it is that you want to call him, to tell him what was in his house. He never thought it would be real, much less that he would see it with his own eyes.
Sinipa, oh. Boom.
In my opinion, that shadow is not superimposed there. It does not appear to be in 3D. So under that judgment, it seems quite real to me. Do you agree? Tell me what you think. Number 2.
Oh, alam niyo na, sisipain lang. Pag nakita kayo ng multo, sipain niyo lang. Okay na yun.
The footage that I'm going to present comes at the suggestion of many of you who asked me to analyze it in greater detail. Lately, it has been circulating a lot on the internet. The video was recorded by a YouTuber who was in
Nakita
an
na naman ako sa
elevator.
lamin.
Suddenly, it failed, so he was forced to get out and use the emergency staircase. It was at that moment that he recorded something quite terrifying. Observe.
Oh! Kalansay, no? Kalansay. Multong kalansay.
Without a doubt, what is noticed there is not human. It is not at all human. Just
Hindi mo talaga alam kung sino takot eh. Tayo ba o sila eh. Kasi pag nakita sila, nagtatago sila eh. No? Sino ba talagang takot? Tayo o sila?
as it is, not at all real.
Shit. Hindi pala kalansay. May buhok.
As you know,
Buti
my
ka pa may
job
buhok.
is to be able to distinguish the real footage from those that are not. And in that sense, some singularities should be highlighted. Although we can see how the entity hides once it is discovered by the camera, it never moves its head, arms, or legs. It hides absolutely without showing any movement at all. Also, if you look closely, when pausing the image, it seems to be a photograph, as if it had been put there on purpose by means of a digital editor. A clear example that shows you to not get carried away by the first impression. Number 1.
Pag nakakita ako ng ganyan, gagawin ko. Aakyat ulit ako. Hindi ako mababa. Wisit. Doon na lang ako titira sa taas.
We end this video with a small recording
Ito,
uploaded
TikTok.
to TikTok. Footage shot by a few teenagers exploring a secluded forest in the Dominican Republic. They weren't expected to run into anything paranormal. Perhaps that is why what is observed is barely caught by the camera. Remember that generally when someone wants to edit a video to incorporate something paranormal into it, they do it in a way that the creature is clearly seen on the screen. Here, it barely appears, a sign that indicates that this video could be real. Pay attention.
No sé cómo no va a bajar, no, pero esto está de pinga. Aquí hay muchos mosquitos aquí. ¡El diablo! ¿Qué fue eso?
Oh, o ano. Tatado yun ah.
After seeing the recording, the boy on the screen says he thinks he sees a child, but that is not a child. It is much smaller. Do you think the same as me?
Grabe, ang liit na tao.
That creature
Duwende
that
yata
appears
yan.
behind the tree was recorded by chance. The cameraman never focuses directly on it.
Ang maganda doon sa video, hindi tinututok ng camera doon sa gagalaw. Yung video is paalis lang, dire-diretso. Halatang hindi niya alam na may lalabas doon. Tapos sabay lumabas yung maliit na tao. Kasi yung iba kasi alam mo eh, parang tinututok nila doon na kasi alam nila na may lalabas eh. Parang scripted, di ba? Ang maganda dito, mukhang hindi siya
But
scripted.
the most important thing, and unlike the previous clip, the entity does show movements. In fact, it seems to be running before they lost its trail. It's frustrating when you record something like this, a real occurrence, and the first thing they say is that
Hindi
it is
hindi nga niya na ibalik eh.
that
Kasi
it's fake.
malamang hindi niya nakita yan eh. Nakita lang niya yan sa pag nireview na yung video.
It has happened to me. It has happened in videos that I myself have uploaded here. You have no way of making people believe that the video was recorded like this and uploaded. It may not be paranormal. It may not be a goblin. But this is not an edited video.
Hindi
At
edited niya to.
least, that's what the young man who recorded it says. In my long journey through the world of the occult, I have realized that logical denial is widely used, sometimes even without much logic. People prefer to deny such a fact 100% so that their whole world is not distorted. That's it. It's fake. I don't have to think about it anymore. That thing doesn't exist. It's not possible. It has happened to me even when the truth is staring them in the face. The darkest secret is the one that nobody wants to hear. As I once heard, there is no worse blind than the one who refuses to see. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret.
I came from the mud. There's